Make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Ryan. Drops it off for Coleman. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a gain of 5. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. And gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Tuesday.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Again, Ryan. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackle. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Brian Arakpo able to drop him for a loss of 4. On 2nd down, Ryan. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Duke Riley in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Well, this Tennessee Titans offense hoping that they can do better the rest of this game than they did last week against Baltimore when they got shut out 21-0, Charles. And in that game, only 106 yards of offense, the fewest yards in 12 years.
And I saw a ratio that look, you don't see it very often. 26 dropbacks to throw the ball in the game for Tennessee, 10 completed passes. 11 times they got sacked, one shy of the NFL record. 9 possessions, punted all 9 times, had 7 first downs for the game. That's dominance against them by the Baltimore Ravens.
They do still sit at 3-3 through 6 weeks. Mariota now on second down. Flushed out right. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 51 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point put through by Succop. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Possession back over to the Atlanta Falcons. And this is a team that broke a 3-game losing streak, and boy, did they need that win last week against Tampa Bay. But the injuries are still a problem. In fact, they had 3 new injuries surface in that victory.
Remember the injuries we were talking about were on the defensive side of the ball. Linebacker Deion Jones, the 2 safeties, right? You talk about Keanu Neal. And, of course, Ricardo Allen, both of them gone for the year, it appears. This time it's on the offensive side. Hot rookie wide receiver Calvin Ridley out with an ankle injury, didn't return in that ball game. Mohamed Sanu had a 35-yard touchdown pass that he hauled in, but missed the second half with a hip problem. And the kicker, Matt Bryant, knocks down a 57-yard field goal with a little over a minute to play in the 4th quarter, but pulls a hamstring on his kicking leg. Amazing the amount of injuries the Falcons have had to endure.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Second and 10, it's Ryan again. Now he'll escape to his right. Looking deep for Julio. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Ryan on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Brian Orakpo in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons are in for 6.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Bruce Conner with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Benny Logan in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now he steps away. Caught on the right side by Jones. A very solid gain of 27. Jones had a nice game last week against Tampa Bay. 10 catches, 143 yards. That's his 3rd game this year, over 100 yards. But, CD, it's another game without a touchdown catch.
That's so hard.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones from 13 yards out. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And it's up and good. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
One. Keep it rolling.
2nd down, Mariota. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
They're indeed going. It's Mariota. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or he keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Play action. It's Ryan. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Derek Morgan able to drop him for a loss of 4. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan. Eluded under pressure again, and down he goes again. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The kick by Tavecchio is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One.
From the gun, Mariota. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Duke Riley in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. He can run for it, and he will. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
One.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Jack Crawford getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4.
One.
Throwing, Mariota. And he's going to go down again. Jack Crawford in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
And he finds his target. It's sharp. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Titans. Tajay Sharp as the first half is winding down. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Here's Ryan. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's got some space here. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. In for the score. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board. And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead. And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game. The adjustment to the adjustment. Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with third and just a couple. Here's Shaw, and that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut. And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. Ryan into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now, this gives us a chance to look ahead to some big Week 7 games upcoming. New England, Chicago, that's intriguing. Carolina and Philly, you have that game. And then how about Dallas and Washington? They're a combined 6-5, but they're playing for first place in the NFC East.
And just think, Dallas and Washington fans, when they have children, the first words they teach them are, "We hate that rival team." And now they're going to get after it for first place in the East. The records aren't great, but the rivalry is strong. New England, Chicago. Chicago let one get away last week against Miami, but still they have high hopes in the NFC North, and they get to test their mettle against a perennial champion, the New England Patriots. And Carolina, Philly. Carolina had a tough one in Washington last week. Philadelphia, big win last Thursday against New York Giants in New York. That's a big, big ball game for both of them.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Watch the twitch, watch the twitch. Motion, motion, motion. 55 is mine, guys, 55. Bend it, bend it.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. One.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota rolling to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And a short gain down to about the 33. Tackle made by Bruce Carter.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
Switch.
One. Three.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Succop. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. And Succop will put this one right through. And that will tie us at 24 all. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Gun! 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 Gun!
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
A gain of 32 that time.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. They'll run it with Coleman. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 3rd down, that's Lewis. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. A 1st down carry for Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Mariota now. He dumps it off for Henry. So able to break through the initial contact and then down right near the 25. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Check, 55 to 5. Check, 55 to 5.
much yardage and be backed up to the 24. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. The Titans go. It's Mariota. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 1st down, Mariota. Flushed out right. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. One.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Going underneath for Lewis. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry up.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Three.
On 3rd down, that's Lewis. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Mariota hands to Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And the Falcons going to use another timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. The Titans on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat-and-mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he's into the end zone. Unbelievable. A defensive collapse on the final play, and Charles, they can tie it with a PAT.
I cannot believe that. Brandon, we've seen this many times before. They've got the momentum. They just scored. Go for two and end this thing now.
Now for the all-critical extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and that is going to tie up this ball game. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And there he goes again. He's at the 40, 20, 10. There are no flags. He's into the end zone.
Touchdown.
And an amazing return wins it in OT. A partner.